mistakes, the person is still wrong because they made a mistake.
Yeah.
Stop the cap. You sat there and said you took. Oh, I can't do you.
Stop
I
the
can't
cap.
with you. Stop the cap. You sat there and said you. Go ahead, Ham. I'm just saying you
Well,
said what? Hey,
love.
you teaching masculinity, but I can't teach them what their father and their uncle did when they were younger.
Yourself. Can I say something about what you said, Angry
what
Man?
does that got to do with what I just said?
Can I say something about what you said, Angry Man?
Go ahead.
So
yeah.
you did
You
like
be,
when
you
you
be
were
reaching, love. You be reaching.
when you and Love was just talking and y'all a little head to head. You said that basically women didn't have the right to vote back in the day, right?
Yeah.
Normal.
Yeah.
Chivalry was established in the medieval times, right?
Yeah.
So if that's something that was normal, why wasn't it? Can we say that it was men's fault why it wasn't continued or wasn't taught to the young generations?
No, because again, part of the reason that many men stopped doing that is because during the feminist movement, women, you saw the posters with the women.
What does the woman have to do with something that a man is supposed to teach?
This is what I mean right here. I'm literally answering the question, and the reason why y'all don't want to accept the answers because you don't want to take accountability for any damn thing.
You just said that. I don't think
that is literally. I'm gonna say it again. I repeated it before. I'm gonna say it again. When feminism started, women said,
you don't have to yell. I can hear
men
you.
to do this, that, and the third. Men stop doing it. It's your fault. Period.
That y'all stop teaching.
So we were born
it's
into
your
it.
fault.
No, we can't take that on.
It's your fault.
All right, let me see. Let me see.
Not at all.
Let me see.
What is your fault?
Let me see real quick.
But not that.
Yana, when chivalry first started, it was between knights, so it was between men themselves. So if you go back to medieval times, the context would have been as two knights who are both men had chivalrous conduct and code amongst each other. It changed, I would say, a decent amount of time later.
It was okay
because back when the times in which you were talking. You couldn't start talking while Angry Man was talking.
Facts.
You would have to call him Lord.
Facts.
Your father would have given you away. You wouldn't have an option. So if you said medieval, like what you just did now couldn't happen, right? So just remember, you said medieval times, right? So in the context of medieval times, there were several things that were different, right? Women comported themselves in a particular way where this wouldn't have been an issue. Chivalry wouldn't have been in question. But also at that time, chivalry, the time that you pointed to, was amongst men. So that's a totally different time in itself. You would have to progress forward. Wait a minute. What I'm saying is you have to progress forward to then start questioning Angry Man, because that time doesn't pertain. That's all.
It's always Jermaine's fault. That is the main issue. It's always the men's fault. And I get where y'all try to take it there from that, because if you're saying, oh, well, he's the leader, so everything's supposed to be on him. But you keep acting as if your reaction to what men do has no effect on men. That's crazy. That is crazy. The things you do, men and women, the things we do affect each other. You can't just have it one way where what the men does affect y'all, but what y'all do don't affect us. That it doesn't work that way.
I get that at this point. But what are we gonna do about it? So we're just gonna ignore each other?
No, what has to be done about it is you have to everybody, first of all, what we're doing now helps. That we're actually having a conversation about it, because before social media came along, nobody was really having conversations about this. Everybody was just living their life and going through the motions. And that's why it's such a point of contention right now, is because nobody was having these conversations, but they have to be good faith conversations. We can't just talk about it from the position of what the women need. We have to talk about it from what the men need as well.
Yeah. And also, Love, let me say this statement to you to see if it resonates. That's my past, and I don't live there anymore.
Go to hell, Hamp.
Is that a quote?
With
That's her quote.
gasoline drop.
Wow, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. I feel so hurt and offended right now, love. That you would gaslight me like that. That is horrible.
That's her main quote. So, Lauren Mack, you're saying, so what we gonna do about it? What's the first rule of AA?
I don't know. I'm not an alcoholic.
Everybody knows.
Should we stop working and should we? What should
Sis, what's the first rule of AA?
Is to admit you have a problem.
Okay, so if we want to have a genuine conversation, the accountability has to be taken on this side, on that side, and then we can have a conversation.
Our problem in our generation right here that we're working and that what else? What's
now
the
watch.
problem?
Let me see something real quick. Love, is there credence to this, or should you correct Black Hawk?
Camp, why you don't check Angry Man?
I just want to see something real quick.
I don't know what he's even talking about. Well, check him for what?
Exactly. But you see, I just wanted to see. See, that's good shit. Because you and Angry Man was going, see, y'all like friends. So that shit is between y'all. I don't got shit. You know, but it's just dumb shit, you know. So I just wanted to make sure.
I'm not sure what that meant. But yeah, Angry, we homie, right? We homies?
You said what?
We homies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we cool.
All right, acknowledge it then, nigga.
You know what? You gonna stop abusing me on this panel because like I really don't appreciate it. I have feelings, you know, love.
Yeah, man. Damn, that's it. Just and Lauren, I told you about that play silly. Nah, answer the question. Everybody knows the first rule in AA.
I don't though. I didn't know that. Okay, so acceptance. Right?
You too old.
What
you too
for?
old for that.
Please give me an example. What for? What are we accepting? That we're working and voting when we feel like it?
Sis, when I was asking Love all those questions, were you listening?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's that already.
Let me read these super chats, man. G Firm, what up, big boy? It's my bro G Firm, man. You know what? I was gonna hook one of y'all with G Firm. Fuck that shit, man. Jeremiah Johnson with the 10 says, oh, and shout out to Angry Man. We just know who we can be chivalrous with some women. Hey,
I need a comma. I
don't think he don't got no punctuation on his keyboard.
Bro, did he call you yet? That's chivalrous.
Sis. When some women don't understand what it means because like cursive writing is only for a select few that understand being hospitable. You writing in cursive.
What does this even mean?
My 2 cents with the 50 ball says never really seen a woman recording in the gym. Really? They do that? It's white women that do it. No, it's black women doing it too. What is chivalry? Because I don't know what chivalry is. Could both have ruined chivalry? Me, I can't with this. Hell yeah. If you go to you might know, I don't know if you'll know this one. Largo, Gold's Gym. Shit, man, it's like a fashion show in that motherfucker.
Where would you be going to?
Come on, man.
Gym, she said, which one should we going to?
Who?
Bro, she said she be going to the gym. You said, sir.
And when I'm feeling broke, E and J by my side, Henny like $40. This shit like 25.
Jay Gotti with the $5 says, please answer the question, yes or no, then talk y'all shit. Shiesty Bum with the $2 says, men can also be feminist by definition. That's true.
You're right.
Oh, so the healer with the $5 says, feminism is a belief. The women that don't believe in equality aren't feminists by definition. Sean Brewer with the $5 says, an advocate of women's rights on the basis of the equality of the sexes. A person who supports feminism, 5 out of 7 said they want equality. 100 Angry Man. Juan, what up though? With the $2 says, imagine being mad niggas are not nice the way you want. CC been a member for 3 months.
What up, buzzing, bird flipping dozen. Holla at your boy, you thought your cousin wasn't.
Men complaining is a traditional thing? Reese
Yeah.
Anderson with the $2 says chivalry is going like the dinosaurs. Think yourselves. As Abe with the $5 says the feminist movement began in the 1800s by black women. Truth. So stop saying black women jumped on a white woman's bandwagon. Black women were happily married at that time. Shell Shock with the $10 says the only way to bring chivalry back to the masses is to become traditional women again, besides carrying the trauma from y'all baby mother mamas and repeating the cycle to make shit even worse. My 2 cents with the 20 ball salute says the permission and consent of sex is first on the woman, though the burden of carrying the child is first on the woman. Then when the baby is born, the burden and responsibility is split. Paying for doctor visits, etc., notwithstanding. John Henry with the $5 says, Tay, by your definition of men not knowing chivalry because women don't know what it is, would you agree that women don't know what leadership is? That's Sean Brewer with the $2 says, these women say past don't matter, but now it does. Oh, Striking it rich with the £2. What up, bro? Says soft guard air equals I want my retirement paid for. He knows what the $5 says. Voting came with responsibility of defending the country, men or women. Shaking my head. Jay Miller with the $5 says love admitted women lowered the bar, but she doesn't want women to be being accountable for raising it. Make it make sense.
That's true too. We should.
Shell Shock with the $5 says chivalry is a part of the patriarchy that feminists literally destroyed. I got you, angry man. HQ with the $5 says chivalry has nothing to do with feminism. It's a code men live by and were taught. They don't uphold it. Reese with the $5 says men always had codes. Even pirates had codes such as no woman on board, etc. Chivalry was only started by men. Once women changed it. Once women changed, we had no need for it. OG Speed with the 2000 sis. I need more concentration and smile. Reese Anderson with the 2000. Some pirates adjusted their code. Mary Red, Annie, and Bonnie. John Henry with the $5 says, Heathen Queen, you can't behave in a non-virtuous manner and expect chivalry. G Firm with the $10 says, even though women in large part ruin chivalry, it's still on us as men to get things back on track. In life, when problems come knocking, you can't have women answer the door.
Wisdom.
No, that's not wisdom, and I'm gonna tell you why.
I want to say something real quick, angry man. I want to address the one super chat. I was actually saying, women, let's band together. Before I was cut off, I said, women, let's all band together and not give up the cookies so easily. I said that, so I was a part of the solution to bring up the bar for women. So,
yeah, but here's where the
super chat. But I
giving up the cookies.
But here's where the problem is. Here's where the problem is. Whenever y'all, that's why I asked earlier about the leadership thing, right? The problem with the leadership argument is that, yes, men have always been leaders. They've always had the onus on them and taken up the cause, all of that good stuff. But again, you had the advent of feminism, and you had a bunch of men raised up under feminism that constantly told them that them and women were equal. So now you have a generation of men, you have a couple of generations of men that don't even think of the concept of leadership. And you might have a handful of men, a small percentage of men that'll be like, nah, I'm gonna step up and be a leader. But that's not the average dude. And that's where the argument falls short, is because if the average dude does not have the desire to be a leader, he's not gonna do it.
And yet y'all want us to follow non-leaders? Like, make it make sense.
I didn't say that. I never said that.
No. But we're told we're so unagreeable. We're not submissive. But who are we submitting to? Non-leaders? Be very careful.
I never said that.
Man, be very careful.
I never said that.
What you literally said is a majority of men are not leaders. You said that.
Guess why? And guess why? Because they was raised by you women who taught them not to be. So now the same women that want them to be leaders is the ones who told them not to be leaders.
It's not about the why right now. I'm asking you a great question. Stay focused.
It goes back to y'all again. It goes back to you again. Most of the boys, especially in our community, are being raised by women to not be leaders.
So you're saying that the women is the leader then?
Women are leading
in the black community.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
now I understand why he said that woman is God, because we lead.
No, right now in our community, the women are leading us to hell. They ain't leading us to heaven.
It's leading.
So I don't think God resides there. I don't think God resides there.
So why somebody got to do it? Where y'all at? What's going on?
Well, look, sis, I can only do so much. If I had
worried
the
about
ability,
bitching and complaining about all this stuff going in full circle.
Check this out. Check this out.
Bring it back to a single mind. Where the daddies at?
Well, see, here's the thing. Well, first and foremost, let's just be honest about it. How y'all expecting to have men be leaders if every time men open their mouth and say something, you telling them to shut up?
Who does that?
Women are saying that?
Who does that?
You just got through talking about men complaining. There was even somebody in the chat that said men complaining is traditional. Yes,
and do something.
Men have always complained.
Complaining is equated
Men have
to
always
femininity.
complained. Guess what? Guess what? Yeah, guess what? Guess what people go down to Congress for? To complain. Guess what Dr. King was doing when he gave his speech? Complaining. Guess what Malcolm was doing? Complaining. Men have always complained. They have always complained. Always. That's how it starts. You complain about it, and then you do something about it.
Complain to the women?
No.
You said what?
Complain to the women?
Do
something. See what I mean? Do you see what I mean? Now, in the era, check this out.
You have to market real quick. Let me say this. You guys say complain real quick. I'll be quick. Let me ask you guys this. Does anything have to be marketed before you can sell it?
It should be if you want to be successful.
Mm-hmm. So if it's been a long time since men, so do you think this is a new phenomenon that men have been voicing their grievances?
What's new?
Yes, and look how it's going. Look how it's working.
Well, wait. So you're saying it is new, right? So men are airing their grievances, right? Do you have to market it before you can sell it?
I'm not really.
Well, you said yes before, love. So I'm asking everybody else. Do you have to market a concern or a product before you can sell it?
How long it take to market before you make
great question, sis. So women had upwards of, let's say, 30 years voicing their concerns, saying what men are and are not. So men, I say, have been doing it for the last 15 years. So I guess we still got 15 years left.
What women are you referring to that been complaining about you men?
Would you agree? So are you saying that women didn't get to voice their concerns regarding men in the earth?
To who?
Sis didn't live here. Remember, she was on Mars for her last 35
voicing their
years.
concerns to who though?
Here's the thing. All right, so sis saying no. Is everybody else saying no? So
I'm asking you a question. Who were women talking to?
In the earth, everybody.
Angry man. Who were women voicing their concerns to?
Everyone.
Yeah, that's
it
what
was speaking to everyone.
Just
so that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The question is not a real question necessarily, because you get an answer, then you re-ask the question. So I'm just saying, sis disagrees. Does everybody else disagree? If so, we can just drop it.
No, you can't answer that question. Who
we answered it, but then you say now you saying everyone. So what you mean?
I think we said what we had to say, and then we moved on, took care of business, such as these children.
Who?
And getting to work.
Come again?
Y'all didn't take care of business though. How did y'all take care of business?
There has to be continue on to take care of these children that a lot of men just outright just left.
Okay, well, guess what? If the men just outright, okay, just
and then
because
we also went to work too.
Okay, here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. No, you didn't.
Women did do that.
You didn't. No, this is what you did. Okay.
Together, while men make their own choices.
First of all, you're mischaracterizing. First of all, you're mischaracterizing. Not all men just got up and left and walked away. That's not how that went down. Well, you're totally mischaracterizing that. So wait. So let's just say, for argument's sake, that was the case. Let's say that men, by and large, in our community just got up and walked away. Okay, You said y'all stepped up to the plate and did what you had to do. But what was that? You didn't do shit. 90% of children 90% of children who go to prison, who are runaways, who are drug addicts, who sell drugs, come from a single mother household. So you cannot brag about doing something that you didn't succeed at.
Why don't you say an absent father?
Because how am I gonna? Because how am I going to? So because how the hell am I going to blame the person who did not have any influence on the child and alleviate the blame of the person who had influence on the child?
The influence is that you weren't there.
Okay, so when your son gets drafted to the NBA, do we give the absent father credit for that, for his genetics?
Nope.
No.
That's up to the kid.
But if he goes to prison, it's the father's fault. It ain't got nothing to do with how you raised him.
That's up to the child.
It ain't got nothing to do with how you raised him.
Father or not.
I get it. So you get the glory, but none of the damn blame.
That's up to the child.
Yeah.
You hear the
Come on, man.
You hear the athlete say,
"What's up, Hal?"
You're bugging right now. 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 We need to stop pretending. 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 We need to stop pretending that a lot of these women are being mothers. They're not. They're just presiding over these children.
They're birthers at best.
That's a lie.
Birthers at best.
They're the fathers. It's a good
birthers at best.
Nurturers. And I mean, what else are we supposed to do if the man's not in the picture? I mean, my son is going to do what he felt the need to do to be a man. Didn't say it was the best thing, but
what's up, man?
His environment. But if the man would have chose to be around,
it ain't
birthers at best.
Not just hamp on his piano though. Fantastic. Now,
birthers at best.
Okay, so here's,
you're saying birthers at best, so you're saying that you would do a better job.
Wait. Let me just ask a question.
So why you have one then? If they ain't shit.
And we out.